Alright beauties, today is going to be our concealer and our powder collection. I'm also going to add in powder foundations. I have just a few of them. I'll try to get through it quickly since it is just a collection video. And then of course our declutter video will follow afterwards. I think I did a really good job on my foundation declutter. If you have not seen that, I will pop that video up here for you. And if you are new here, I do store my makeup in these little white dressers that I got from Walmart. They are affordable and they were very easy to build. So I'm going to take everything out, stick it up here, and then I will showcase what I have. All right, beauties, I will start with my concealers. Then we'll go over to powders. I'm literally just going to pull from here. And first up, we have the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. This is in the shade Light Medium. It is the big jumbo size. Next up, I have a product that I bought so that I could test when it first came out, and guess what? I still haven't tried it yet. It's the Maybelline Perfector 4-in-1. We have the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. This is quite full coverage, and you can use it for obviously multi-use, meaning foundation, concealer. You can get a darker shade and use as a contour bronzer, things like that. I have the Tarte Shape Tape Ultra Creamy. Spoiler alert for the upcoming video. This is one of my all-time favorites. I really love it. Also really full coverage. Next up, I put this with my concealers, but it's also a highlight type of formulation. Is the Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand. This one is almost empty. We have another favorite. This is the Item Beauty. This is also a really jumbo size. I have a white concealer from Makeup Revolution. I honestly just use this if I'm doing like cut crease or like intricate type of work. Next up, I have my LYS Beauty, the Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer. We have our ColourPop Pretty Fresh Hyaluronic Creamy Concealer. We have the Avon Long Wear Concealer. This was part of the Cashmere Complexion line. Another one of my favorites is the Jouer Essential High Coverage Concealer Pen. I do have a discount code with Jouer. It is the Brutally Honest Beauty, and that will save you some money. Thank you in advance if you choose to use my code. Next up, as you can see, I really love this product as well. It's the Dragon Beauty Color Corrector in the shade Lilac or Lavender. And if you're unfamiliar, lavender just helps with brightness and sallowness. Another product that I don't think I used, or if I did, I used it once, the NYX Bear With Me Concealer Serum. We have the Laura Mercier, the Flawless Fusion Ultra Long Wear Concealer. And mind you, you guys, I rarely use concealer. This is the Rare Beauty Concealer. As you can see, I've used quite a bit of it. The concealer, I really love. The foundation, not so much. Next up is the Oma Beauty. This is the Stay Woke Concealer. Next up is this Wet n Wild Mega Cushion Color Corrector in green. I just put it with my concealer products. Green helps to counterbalance redness. We have the Anastasia Beverly Hills, the Magic Touch Concealer. I can't even remember if I used this, but seeing as how it's still in the box, I don't even think I used it yet, you guys. Yeah, that's bad. I also have not tried this one yet. This is the Kylie Cosmetics, the Kylie Jenner Skin Concealer. Also did not get to use this, and I'm sure this is the older packaging, so we'll see what happens with that. Next up, I have the Dose of Colors Meet Your Hue Full Coverage Concealer. I have the FMG Magix Brightening Corrector. We have a couple of Kokie products in here. I have the Be Bright Illuminating Concealer in the Peach, and we also have the Be Bright Illuminating Concealer in Medium Beige. I have this Sample Beauty Erase and Boost Base. Also have not used that. Next up is my Hourglass. I don't even remember what this is called. The Vanish Airbrush Concealer. I also use quite a bit of that. And then last but not least is another favorite. It is the Fenty Beauty, I can't remember what they're called. The Bright Fix Eye Brightener. This is such a beautiful formula. I think especially if you have drier, more mature skin, and I have shade Golden Ivory. I'm gonna put everything back in here, and then I will let you know what powders and powder foundations I have. BRB. All right, beauties, I'm going to start with my actual powders, and then we will go over here to the powder foundations. Again, I'll just move left to right, and we're just going very, very quickly. I have my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. This is in the shade Medium. I've hit pan, and then I did repurchase a little mini so that I could take for travel. Next up is my Avon Magix Dust Finishing Powder. We have the Fenty Beauty. This is the Pro Filter Instant Touch Instant Retouch Setting Powder in the shade Butter. I have the Kosas Powder in Feathery. I have the Cover FX, the Perfect Setting Powder. We have the TIGI, the High Definition Setting Powder. I use this as more of like a light coverage powder foundation instead, but it's the Glowish by Huda Beauty. This is the Luminous Pressed Powder, and I have 03 Light. I have this powder from number 7. It is their Hydra Luminous Ceramide Pressed Powder. We have a little mini of the One Size Pressed Powder in Translucent. I have not tried that yet. I have my Dior, this is the Backstage something or other. It's the Dior Backstage Face and Body Powder No Powder. This is shade 3 Neutral. I really enjoy this. I think I might repurchase and get in the next shade down. I don't know though, because it's expensive. Next up is the LYS Beauty. This is the Triple Fix Translucent Setting Powder, and this is in Resilience, which is their translucent version. We have a mini of the NYX HD Finishing Powder. This is in the Banana shade. I've gone through so many full size of these back when I did kind of use a little bit more powder than I do now. Next up is another favorite. It is my Jouer. This is the Soft Focus Hydrate and Set Powder, and this is a radiant one. It doesn't have any shimmers or glitter or anything like that. It's just really beautiful and luminous on the skin. I have a mini of the Bye Bye Pores from IT Cosmetics in the Illumination version. Another one of my holy grail products is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Setting Powder, and this is in the shade Medium. Next up is the Tarte Shape Tape Glow Powder, also a really beautiful product. I have the NYX High Glass Finishing Powder. I do have the shade Medium, and I also have Light. And then last for the actual powders is another number 7 powder, and this one is the number 7 Lift and Illuminate Triple Action Finishing Powder in Light to Medium. Next up, we will come over here. Next up, I have the Hailey's Recover Pressed Powder or Powder Foundation. I guess you can use it as both. And I have the shade 2.15. I have not used that yet. I also have a backup of my Celebration Foundation Full Coverage Anti-Aging Hydrating Powder Foundation. Whoa, baby, that's a long name. As a backup because you will see that that is my all-time favorite powder foundation, and I use it during the summer pretty much solely. If I'm outdoors or if we're in the pool, that's what I'm using. This is the e.l.f. Camo Powder Foundation, shade Light 210 Neutral. Really, really good product. Sorry if you're going to see my phone through these. Hi. Next up is the IT Cosmetics Celebration Foundation. This has an SPF of 50. I am obsessed. I've used this for many years. I swear by it. I keep multiple shades for the summertime. This one is in tan. It is almost gone. This one is in tan, and that was my backup. We have the Illumination version in medium tan, and then we have the CC one that I don't feel like I get as much full coverage as this one. That's fine with me, but it also offers the SPF that I'm looking for with my powder foundation, obviously for summertime. So this is the Your Skin But Better CC with the SPF of 50, and then same thing. I'm gonna have different, and then same thing. I just have different shades. So I have the medium. We have a tan, and then I have another medium. Yeah, that is it. That is my powders. That is my foundations. Our declutter's coming soon. And yeah, these two probably, of everything that I have as far as in my collection, they're my least used other than these particular products in the summertime. But I don't use a whole lot of powder, like hardly ever, and I don't use a whole lot of concealer. So I have a feeling that that declutter is gonna be very brutal. Definitely gonna be my namesake. All right, beauties, that is it. Are any of these your holy grail? Are any of these products that you have wanted to try? Do you hate some of these products? Let's have that conversation down below. I love you, beauties. Stay happy, healthy, and safe. And of course, be your own best beautiful. Bye, beauties.